Imagine a head coach publicly proclaiming his affection for every single player on his roster, turning a fan event into a heartfelt declaration of team spirit. That's the electrifying vibe Kansas Jayhawks Bill Self unleashed at late night in the Phog, and it had everyone buzzing. But here's where it gets really intriguing. This wasn't just showbiz flair. It was a genuine rallying cry that could shape the team's destiny. Let's dive into the details of that memorable Friday night, October 17th, 2025, at Allen Fieldhouse, where Self and his squad captivated a crowd eager for the upcoming season. For those new to the scene, Late Night in the Phog is an annual tradition at the University of Kansas, a lively preseason extravaganza where men's basketball takes center stage with skits, introductions, and a scrimmage to hype up fans for the year ahead. It's like a grand party that blends humor, excitement, and a sneak peek at the talent, all designed to build anticipation. This year's edition kicked off with a hilarious take on the popular reality TV show Love Island, where Self humorously selected not one, but all 16 players on his team as his ultimate picks. "I love this team," he declared during the skit. And as the crowd roared with laughter, it set a playful tone that felt authentic and warm. Yet, the real magic happened when Self transitioned into a sincere address to the fans, emphasizing that his words weren't scripted for the cameras. They came straight from the heart. "I do love this team," he repeated, his voice echoing through the arena. "This team is fun. This team is fast. This team has a blend of youthful exuberance and some vets. And you know something? Last year's team did okay." But okay at the University of Kansas is not good enough. It's a bold statement that highlights the high standards at KU, where mediocrity isn't an option. For beginners in college basketball, think of it as the coach reminding everyone that the Jayhawks aim for excellence. Titles, not just participation trophies. Self went on to stress that success hinges on liking each other, enjoying the game, playing as a unit, and being selfless on the court. But here's the part most people miss. He pointed directly at the fans, saying, "You know something else that we gotta have? We gotta have you." It's a powerful call to arms, underscoring that fan energy is as crucial as player talent. Imagine how a raucous home crowd can turn a close game into a blowout. That's the kind of synergy Self was invoking. The night also gave 9 new players their inaugural taste of the Allen Fieldhouse magic as official Jayhawks. This group included freshmen Corbin Allen, Samus Calderon, Paul Mbia, Darryn Peterson, and Cole Rosario, along with transfers Melvin Council Jr., Jaden Dawson, Inginu Ngala, and Trey White, basically the bulk of KU's lineup. They wasted no time charming the crowd. Melvin did a cartwheel that had everyone cheering. Cole tossed his hat into the stands like a rock star. And the applause was thunderous, especially for Darryn. But the loudest ovation saved for sophomore center Flory Bidunga, whose introduction sent the place into a frenzy. It's moments like these that remind us how personal connections between players and fans can fuel a team's momentum, turning strangers into a united family. Adding to the spectacle was a high-production skit where Self time-traveled through a championship ring-operated portal, donning era-specific outfits to recruit legendary Jayhawks. Picture this: Flory channeling Wilt Chamberlain, Tony Bland as Paul Pierce, Darryn as Danny Manning, Curtis Townsend embodying James Naismith, basketball's inventor for context, and Joe Dooley doubling as Clyde Lovelett. Even Brennan Beshard, Jeremy Case, and Jacques Vaughn appeared as themselves, with special guest spots from Cole and KJ Adams. It was a fun, nostalgic nod to KU's storied history, blending humor with heritage to keep the crowd engaged and remind everyone of the program's glory days. Following the skits, Self hosted his signature giveaway for 2 lucky KU students from Parker, Colorado, senior John Riddle and sophomore Savannah Perea, represented by newly signed Cleveland Cavalier Zeke Mayo. Neither nailed a half-court shot solo, but both succeeded from closer range, each walking away with $7,500. It's a great example of how these events reward students and build school spirit, showing that basketball goes beyond the court to support the wider community. The evening climaxed with a spirited 15-minute scrimmage, dividing the players into crimson and blue squads. It was a back-and-forth battle that saw the red team, powered by Darryn Peterson and Flory Bidunga, pull ahead for a 27-23 win. Peterson was unstoppable, scoring 12 points on as many attempts, while no other player topped 5 points or shots. One standout highlight was Peterson and Cole trading alley-oop dunks, Peterson's assisted by Samus Calderon and Cole's from Melvin. For newcomers to the sport, an alley-oop is that jaw-dropping play where a player leaps to catch a pass mid-air and slams it home, adding flair and excitement. Self later shared that he wasn't overly thrilled or disappointed with the scrimmage, noting, "I don't think we'll play that way in real games, but it was fine." You know, one thing is different though, that when you get bodies out there and adrenaline's flowing, you notice how tired everybody got quick. That was good for them though. He acknowledged that typically he leaves these events feeling unsatisfied, but this time the fatigue was a positive sign of conditioning. Senior guard Jaden Dawson sat out due to a sore knee, which Self had mentioned earlier as nothing serious. It's a reminder of how preseason prep is about building endurance and addressing minor issues before the big games. As late night fades into memory, the men's basketball season looms just around the corner. KU's next up is a road exhibition at Louisville next Friday, followed by a preseason matchup against Fort Hays State on October 28th. And then the official opener on November 3rd versus Green Bay. With a roster brimming with youthful energy and a coach who's all in, the potential is sky high. But can this fun and fast squad translate that excitement into wins? And this is where opinions might clash. Some fans argue that youth is the key to innovation and speed, potentially leading to a breakthrough year, while others worry that inexperience could derail them against tougher competition. Is fan involvement really the secret sauce? Or is it overrated in today's professional game? What do you think? Will this team exceed last year's okay performance? Or are the expectations setting them up for a fall? Share your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to hear your take on KU's prospects. Preview post. Kansas women's basketball team debuts at 41st Annual Late Night in the Phog. https://www.kusports.com/Sports College Basketball Men 2025 October 17 Kansas women's basketball team debuts at 41st Annual Late Night in the Phog. Next post. Self expresses enthusiasm for fun, fast squad at late night. https://www.kusports.com Sports College Basketball Men 2025 October 17 Self expresses enthusiasm for fun, fast squad at late night. Written by Henry Greenstein. Henry is the sports editor at the Lawrence Journal-World and KUsports.com, and serves as the KU beat writer while managing day-to-day sports coverage. He previously worked as a sports reporter at the Bakersfield Californian and is a graduate of Washington University in St. Louis, BA, Linguistics, and Arizona State University, MA, Sports Journalism. Though a native of Los Angeles, he has frequently been told he does not give off California vibes, whatever that means.